African Union Communications, Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing on the progress of the special military operation as of February 1st, 2026. The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue the special military operation. Units of the North Group of Forces, as a result of active actions, liberated the settlement of Zelenoye in the Kharkiv region. They inflicted defeat on formations of 3 mechanized brigades of the Ukrainian armed forces and 2 territorial defense brigades in the areas of the settlements of Sumy, Sukhetskoye, Ulyanovka, Terny, and Burin in the Sumy region. In the Kharkiv direction, units of a mechanized brigade of the Ukrainian armed forces, a territorial defense brigade, a National Guard brigade, and a border detachment of the Ukrainian Border Service were defeated in the areas of the settlements of Grafskoye, Cherkassky, Atishki, and Zolochev in the Kharkiv region. The enemy lost over 130 servicemen, 9 vehicles, a counter-battery radar station, an ammunition depot, and 2 warehouses of material resources. Units of the West Group of Forces improved their position along the front line. Personnel and equipment of 3 mechanized assault brigades, an assault regiment of the Ukrainian armed forces, and a territorial defense brigade were defeated in the areas of the settlements of Petrovka, Shikovka, Kutkovka, Palomarevka, Glushkovka, Novoplatonovka, Borovaya in the Kharkiv region, and Krasny Liman in the Donetsk People's Republic. Enemy losses amounted to more than 150 servicemen, an armored fighting vehicle, and 10 vehicles. 6 ammunition depots were destroyed. Units of the South Group of Forces improved their tactical position. Formations of 2 mechanized, 1 motorized infantry, 1 assault, and 1 airmobile brigade of the Ukrainian armed forces, as well as a territorial defense brigade, were defeated in the areas of the settlements of Nikiforovka, Stepanovka, Reznikovka, Belokuzminovka, Kramatorsk, Krivaya Luka, and Konstantinovka in the Donetsk People's Republic. The Ukrainian armed forces lost up to 125 servicemen, 1 tank, 3 armored fighting vehicles, 27 vehicles, and 2 field artillery pieces. 2 electronic warfare stations, 3 ammunition depots, and 2 supply depots were destroyed. Units of the Center Group of Forces, as a result of decisive actions, liberated the settlement of Sukhetskoye in the Donetsk People's Republic. Manpower and equipment of 2 mechanized, 1 infantry, 1 ranger, 1 airborne assault brigade, 1 assault regiment of the Ukrainian armed forces, and 2 National Guard brigades were defeated in the areas of the settlements of Belitskoye, Sergeyevka, Krasnoyarskoye, Svyatogorovka, Novi Donbass in the Donetsk People's Republic, Novopavlovka, Chuguyevo, and Novopodgorodnoye in the Dnipropetrovsk region. The losses of Ukrainian armed formations amounted to over 375 servicemen, 5 armored fighting vehicles, 17 vehicles, 3 artillery pieces, and a counter-battery radar station. Units of the East Group of Forces advanced deep into the enemy's defenses. Formations of 4 mechanized brigades and 3 assault regiments of the Ukrainian armed forces were defeated in the areas of the settlements of Vozdvizhevka, Novoye Pol, Ulyanovka, Komsomolskoye, Zarnitsa in the Zaporozhye region, Malomikhailovka, and Komunarovka in the Dnipropetrovsk region. The enemy lost up to 275 servicemen, 4 armored fighting vehicles, 10 vehicles, and a Western-made field artillery piece. An ammunition depot was destroyed. Units of the Dnieper Group of Forces inflicted damage on manpower and equipment of a mechanized mountain assault brigade of the Ukrainian armed forces and a National Guard brigade in the areas of the settlements of Orakov, Balabino, and Magdalinovka in the Zaporozhye region. Up to 30 servicemen, 11 vehicles, 3 electronic warfare stations, and an ammunition depot were destroyed. Operational tactical aviation, attack unmanned aerial vehicles, missile troops, and artillery of the groups of forces of the Russian armed forces, struck transport infrastructure facilities used in the interests of the Ukrainian armed forces, as well as temporary deployment points of Ukrainian armed formations and foreign mercenaries in 158 areas. Air defense system shot down 4 guided aerial bombs, a HIMARS multiple launch rocket system projectile manufactured in the USA, and 94 unmanned aerial vehicles of the aircraft type. In total, since the beginning of the special military operation, the following have been destroyed: 670 aircraft, 283 helicopters, 111,775 unmanned aerial vehicles, 646 anti-aircraft missile systems, 27,437 tanks and other armored combat vehicles, 1,653 multiple launch rocket systems, 32,985 field artillery pieces and mortars, 53,405 units of specialized military vehicles. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.